Hey everyone. For those of you who aren't current subscribers, my name is Gabe Trujillo and this is the Have a Seat vlog. The purpose of this vlog is to help me share my story of what it's like to be a person with a disability, as well as share my daily experiences and numerous adventures of being a person who uses a wheelchair to get around. If you like what you listen to, please consider giving us a like and subscribe for this channel to learn more. For today's vlog, I wanted to talk about an interesting topic in the world of disability. I recently was involved in a discussion on Twitter about what it is and what the difference is between using the word and the phrase person with a disability or just the word disabled. I've thought about this a lot as far as where I stand on which phrase and word to use. I understand the sentiment of using the phrase person with a disability. It's aimed towards being more person-first language instead of identifying the word disability before anything. It's to be a little bit more respectful. It's to not make the word disability seem like a derogatory term when you are referencing somebody with a disability. So I understand that sentiment. When I first heard of person-first language, I really accepted that and used that a lot in my own life when I would talk about people with disabilities. But the more and more I thought about it, I gravitated more towards using the word disabled. At first, it seems like it's a negative connotation when you hear someone say disabled person. But as I kept living my life after I became disabled, I didn't really mind using the phrase disabled person. To me, I would prefer using the word disability and disabled. For me, it's just another adjective that's used to describe who I am. Yes, I have a disability. Yes, I use a wheelchair to get around. Yes, I am a quadriplegic. Having a disability is a part of who I am. It describes a part of my life. I am not completely defined by being a person with a disability. So I believe that there's more to me than just my wheelchair or just my disability itself. I think the phrase disabled person is nothing more than an adjective put in front of a noun. It's a description of me. It's not a complete description, but it's a description nonetheless. I don't see it as anything other than, for example, using the phrase yellow bird or loud person. It's a descriptive identifier, and for me, disability is one of those words that describes who I am. So I put forth an effort to let people use whichever phrase. If you want to reference me as a person with a disability and you think that's more comfortable for you, then feel free. I'm not going to correct you because you chose to use person-first language. If you use disabled person, Gabe Trujillo, that's fine too. I think using the phrase disabled person helps make it seem less harmful or helps get rid of that negative connotation when using the word disability. In my experiences, people are a little bit cringy to walk around and use the phrase disabled or use the phrase disability. Everyone walked around it on eggshells and tiptoed around the word disability or just the topic of disability in general. And I think the more we use the term disabled or disabled person, it would show that it's not something to shy away from. It's not something that you need to tiptoe around. It's a part of the human condition. It's a part of the human experience. So the more people are comfortable saying the word disabled or disability, it might make them feel more at ease in just talking about those with disabilities and talking to those who have disabilities. So I'm all for spreading the word about using disabled person or disabled man when you're referencing or talking about those with disabilities. I know there are people out there who prefer using the term person with disability or people with disabilities, and that's completely fine with me. That's their prerogative. I'm not going to say you shouldn't. Whatever you feel most comfortable with, please definitely feel free. And if you are by chance talking with people with disabilities, definitely ask them what they prefer. Whether they prefer first person language like people with disabilities, or if they are okay with just using the phrase disabled person. It's probably a preference for each individual person. It's not something that you can just blanket across all disabled terms and those references to people with disabilities. So be sure to just ask if you don't know which one is preferable or which one you would like to use, or what they prefer to be referenced as. Definitely just reach out and ask. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. So whichever one you feel free to use, go ahead and use it. It's definitely a discussion that people talk about all the time in the disability community, and I encourage those who are writers or reporters or anybody who's regularly interacts with those with disabilities to not be afraid to ask what reference they prefer. But overall, the more we talk about it, the more we get the phrase disability and disabled out there. I think it's the right way to enact that dialogue and to make people more at ease when talking about disability topics. I'm definitely interested in what you guys think. Feel free to go ahead and leave a comment in the section below and let me know which phrase you prefer. If you think that there's one phrase that we as a disabled community should rally around over the other, let us know in the comments. I'm happy to have that dialogue online with anybody who's interested in talking about it. So definitely let me know, or if you just have some other ideas or stories about those with disabilities, definitely feel free to share them. I'm opening and interested in learning about all those people who have disabilities and the experiences that they have in their lives. So again, it's just something that crossed my mind recently and wanted to share my own personal thoughts about people with disabilities versus using the term disabled person. It's an interesting topic. It's an interesting thing to discuss and debate. So I'm leaving the floor open if you guys want to talk and share your thoughts as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Well, that ends another quick episode of Have a Seat. That ends another episode of Have a Seat vlog with Gabe Trujillo. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I'm always looking for new ways and ideas to share on these vlogs, so definitely let me know if there's a topic you're interested in learning more about, and I'll share my thoughts or my experiences about disabled life and let you guys know. Otherwise, thanks for jumping on and watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you again soon. Okay guys, I'm trying a new end screen this time. Go ahead and look over at the links to the side there and let me know if you want to watch some more videos of the playlist on the Have a Seat vlogs. And there's also a little button there for you to hit subscribe as well. Again, thanks for watching and hope to see you guys soon.